Yeah, I think so. I mean, this
Okay,
is
we
a
go
map
over
where,
towards
again,
Haven. We got anything
watched
new?
Liquid on this, it's like they have such
Oh,
good
oh yeah.
counter moves
Okay,
to some
I
of the
remember this.
aggressive
They play the
plays that other
Astra.
teams wanna make, some of the unexpected plays.
Not
It
the
seems like
biggest
they've
fan
always
of
got backup
EG's
plans in
Haven.
their head. And
Haven't been the
to me,
biggest
it
fan
particularly
of
falls on the
Liquid's
Nats
Haven
and
until the
Soulcast,
last
Redguard as
2
well, has some of
Havens
these
though,
great
so
moments where they're doing these counter alerts, where
maybe
they're able to kind of
it's enough.
anticipate the way that opponents are taking the space, what's left open for them that they can capitalize on behind that.
Yeah, and while I do think that this is
Yeah, Twitter's fine. Twitter's fine, dude.
to win, obviously, if they want to stay in that upper bracket. EG, obviously, no slouches on this map, despite being 1-4 on it. They still do rack up rounds. They make close series. The least they've ever picked up on a map was 9 rounds, and that was versus 100 Thieves in a loss. So they still can fight back, and given the form that they're in today, this could still be very tough for Liquid.
Team Liquid, though, still have that opportunity to come back into this one, and you'd be a fool to count them out. We'll see how things pan out in the halftime, but for now,
Logan 5703 with the gifted. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Alex Nates, welcome into the Slug Club. Chat, let's get some Slug approves in for the gifted. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate you.
Finish at Tokyo between these two teams. EG 1 map away now from potentially stealing it away from Team Liquid. And they've been on a tear, Josh. I mean, you were mentioning it as well to me just in between. They haven't dropped a map yet in this entire run of Masters Tokyo.
How wild is that?
Yeah, it's
yeah, that's insane, dude.
They are
That's so good.
on all cylinders. The playbook looks immense. Their map pool depth is really the only parallel towards it is teams like Fnatic, I would say, as well.
Yeah, it's just been incredible watching EG build out every map that they focus on, seems to improve. Most recently, their Haven
What are you
improved.
typing in
They
my
managed
chat?
to get a win over NRG after losing fairly consistently within Americas. Beating NRG on this map is no mean feat. Let's keep track of the pistol, though. It looks like there's going to be a very heavy
Missed your
clash over
bits?
towards
No,
A.
bro. Did I?
feel like
Okay,
Liquid
wait
need
for the
to
pistol,
win
bro.
it.
I got you.
win it.
Okay, EG on defense, Liquid on attack. Flash here. 4 people here for EG. Down 10 HP. A little bit unlucky with that duel. Dog spot's both, right?
What
What the hell is this chaos?
Isn't it? It's a bit scrappy. It's contained well by Team Liquid. Com also gone for another attack. No way in hell! How is he getting away with that?
Chat, what is that though? That I've never. How they can't lose pistols? Like it's just meant to be. MC was right. They're touched by God. They're meant to win. They're gonna win the whole thing. That's insane. They're gonna win the whole thing. What is this though?
Swings in.
I've never seen anything like it.
On where Yampi is, and then just tapping away with the ghost. Look at his player react in the bottom corner. He can't believe what he's done either.
Bro, there is disbelief on both sides of the stage.
They're winning those kind of pistols as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I'm saying. They're the kind of pistols they're winning. Oh man, it's
Can't be
done.
stopped, apparently.
This
After
game's
witnessing that.
done, bro.
I'm confident that we're living in
Oh
a
my
very
God.
fringe timeline.
That's
It all
outrageous.
started with Chosen getting that knife kill.
Yep.
And he's actually, I don't know.
This was Cena, hasn't he?
That's
Really short from Red Guard,
insane.
so he's evened it up a little bit.
That really
He's
is.
completely used that knife to just split the timeline.
Yes, yeah. If Chosen didn't get that knife kill,
Like
what
something
could
from
have been?
like something from his dark material.
Okay, it's second round.
Think 100 Thieves
They're
would
gonna
be
win
here
it.
instead?
Aryan,
Yeah.
thank you for the 100
100
bits.
Thieves
Thank you.
100 Thieves
How do you
will be in
compare
this
EG's
spot.
team
Absolutely
structure?
undefeated in terms of the map.
Because it doesn't use stuff I like to frag out.
Oh,
It's just
God.
insane.
Well,
What
Team
have we
Liquid.
witnessed?
They just have a lot of.
To get into the
Still a lot of thought into it.
Although
I like that.
Sheraton
I think the IGLing actually doesn't get talked about enough in this team. Oh, that flash
was
is.
good, but the flash was not.
Yeah, blinded up here. Got to get a quick reload on. Stuns. Shock darts. Aftershock into the corner. The utility is really being used a bit disjointedly. Is there only going to be some sort of follow at the pull, collecting and colliding all sorts of players, and yeah,
Okay.
eventually collapsed on.
Not too bad. Liquid did a good amount of damage. Oh
Slightly
boy.
dangerous. 2 players
It's the
surviving.
bonus
Not the
round.
healthiest anti-eco in the world.
15 out of 15. Second round's won. We go towards the bonus.
In what bonkers fashion are EG going to win this bonus?
Yeah, because this should be one of the worst bonuses we've seen them have
Well,
in
they're gonna
terms of
get
their
a
buying.
5k with the aftershock? What's happening here?
They're going to do a quad push down A lobby.
Uh-huh.
A lobby, there's just going to be a flash, so Team Liquid are essentially just going to let them take that space.
Right.
Because the smoke at the back is going to push them back.
Uh-huh.
And the quad push
Astra,
is going to
double stun.
Right.
I like Astra a lot. A lot of it is like a little A main mini game where you're just using 2 stars, and then are you ever going to use the Astra stack? If you don't shoot the recon, then you never
So they get the smoke
Interesting.
In the back.
This is a big win
Control. The dash is
in
active.
my mind at the moment for
Now they're
EG.
gonna wait for a good
And like I
time.
was saying,
They
there is
win
a
the smoke
big
phase.
mind game that comes with
Gonna
it,
go
with
for
this
something else.
Astra
Here's
and
the
just
draw
A
up
main
close.
control.
Yes,
I always
so
think
here's
it's
the
worth
next
showing
level
A main
disrespect,
pressure, and then
like
you
I
want
was
to try and
saying.
bait out the Astra suck.
And at this
Then
point,
you only
yeah,
have
Astra's
two
team need to get out of there
2
with
stars
the deep drone,
for the
tags on
majority of
Redguard.
it,
Are
because
they
this
gonna
is always
push
the
it further?
smoke.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
Oh
It was
my
boosted with the two
gosh,
breezy
bro.
garage. I couldn't have predicted it, Josh.
I mean, how could you not, you fool? Team Liquid rattled in a 3v4. And there's weapons down that Redguard feels like he needs to try to defend. So that's another player that's kind of isolated from the pack.
Bro, they're going to win another bonus, right? They have no map control, really. It's all up to
Redguard
Redguard.
would have to fight if the whole of EG decided to convert into him.
Can't give up the rifles here. But they are starting to get a bit of a collapse on into garage. Redguard is so alone.
Jesus. Mate, what is this game, chat? Oh my goodness.
Take him out. Redguard moment gives us highs, gives us lows. Recall, star, pops up, sets it up for the fight.
Okay,
Here we
nicely
go,
done.
Team
Redguard
Liquid.
did great.
Okay, they win that going round.
Okay,
No bonus
EG
round
didn't
win
manage to win a
today.
bonus here.
For this first part of
They
Halo.
done the hard part.
And Redguard having to do it all there. He
Man,
was really put under
This
pressure.
recon was...
Up towards top garage, had
was
players
this
all over
recon?
the place. But let's take a look at how Boostio got these two.
Damn, that's
The
actually
first
ridiculous
one
as well. Holy hell.
Spectacular. And yeah, the spacing just not quite there.
Yeah, I mean, this was a nuts round from everyone involved.
Come on, stand up again.
Getting into it.
Rifle
Okay.
round on board.
As a Hunter's Fury. Kind of player that he loves to throw out this ult as well with little ideas to get cooked up by EG. They don't
So-
actually save it for lockdowns most of the time.
So Com used his recon dart there in the same kind of play that you would if you were going for the Fnatic ult down mid. Team Liquid are cautious, but they're still moving forwards into grass.
Yeah, I think Demon 1's contact here. Okay, drone deck. Deep into mid. Trying to timing it. Demon 1 activates the dash. Now there's an aftershock as well. Shot darts. Will be
That was a
fired.
heavy
Util,
shutdown
close
of Garage. Heavy,
That's
heavy
on the board,
shutdown.
isn't it? Demon 1
A lot of
on the
util
angle
into this.
here. So Com at his back, making sure to cover some of that. But it's very slow at the beginning here for Liquid.
Okay,
Now
we'll
they
keep an
start
eye on the
to
luck.
score
They at least
towards
got
the
the
lobby.
dash away from
We heard
Demon.
from Kukuka on the
EG,
desk during the last
2 rounds in a row, pretty much
Team
they
Liquid
went
were the
4-person
slowest
over
team to
towards
get
A,
those first picks on
including the
line.
pistol. And now, after they've done like the heavy
Very
A
cautious
pressure,
in
they
the
actually
early
just switch up and put a Killjoy here for the big
Redguard.
Baron.
That's accidental.
Wait,
Finds
what
a shot.
the?
Whipping the mouse around. That was accidental. Reveals at least that there's one player there. Now
Hey,
they
they're
can
so
reroll
in
it.
for this.
Now
What's this
it's into the
recon?
fault line, and it is just obliteration.
Ethan gets out of there,
Foul
recon, so
through
they
the
can't
choke point.
push. He has an
Comms
ult
there,
if he
ready
wants
for
it,
the
right?
Hunter's Fury.
Yeah.
Okay, he wants a piece of the action, piece of the fight. Fight off into the corner. He's like, where can I predict the
What?
next player? Can't quite get the third shot off, but enough damage done to
What?
Yampy. Drops it to
That's
45.
incredible.
And now
Spikes
there's
in his hand. There's no
there's 10
chance.
seconds, there's no time.
That's
No chance.
ridiculous.
So not only did
Okay,
Team
nice
Liquid
shutdown.
try to play
Oh
really
man,
slowly
no,
there,
it's like a
and to be honest with
Leviathan
you,
round. They're
I
just
think Redguard's
saving
calling
early on. There's
is fairly
5
decent in
people
that
here.
spot.
Oh
They put a
boy.
little bit of
Look
pressure
at the
on,
money.
they
Look
don't
how low it
actually
is.
fight
Everyone
that
gets 3,000 on top of this. We've got
Into that
1
area
armor
fully.
rebuy.
They don't hear any kill
Some
utility
Util has to
and
get
they feel
reboard,
like
of
they don't
course,
have
but
it. They go back
Jesus.
over the way and
EG
probably the Killjoy
just
set
have
up
the
here on
best
lead
start
by
into
itself.
every single map that I watch them play.
The big problem to me is that he gives away that they're contacting into that area by just
Firing a shot.
nervously, missed input, I think.
Yeah. Slamming the mouse into the keyboard or something. But
It was also this was another round that was really important that they managed to have an ult into.
Like the way that EG was playing
Right, they
defensive
approached the
setup.
other rounds really
Normally,
good,
like I
just
said,
making sure they
there's
had a
gonna
massive
be
ult into
Killjoy
it.
utility in Garage, and that time it was just Demon 1 looking for a fight.
What's
Sometimes things are a
MC
bit
saying,
sloppy
man?
in terms of how they take
Can't look
action.
at chat, it's moving too
Expecting
fast.
just to be held by a turret or a
SKT, UD, what's up, dude? With the Prime, thank you so much. And Deji Official with the gifted. Thank you so much for that. Lady Rain, welcome in.
down to 1 HP.
Appreciate you both.
The heal, so
And EG are also
Big damage.
playing a different
Yampy
defensive
survived
setup
on
here, where
1,
they've got
right?
Ethan
Okay,
Moore
yeah,
at
I
the
see you're
start of the round
spamming 1.
predicting
It's
to be
confirmed.
here. They have
3-person
Nanosaur
stack
ready for
over
safe to go for
towards
that
C.
updraft play
We've
that
got
we
4
hear
info here that hasn't got broken.
flashes.
No, man. Well, this is
Line to push it back as well.
this is not a good
Util
round,
exchange as
really.
well, pumped.
Liquid are going to go
1-1
back
the
and
next.
default and at least push off over towards A, right?
Safe, hoping maybe for a rotation
Okay.
from B.
None of this makes too much
Okay,
sense
a
to
lot
me,
better.
because they haven't pushed Com off the line.
Arch, thank you so much for the gifted. Devil Jones, welcome into the Slug Club. Thank you, Arch, appreciate you.
Now there's a smoke.
And Demon
Drone
1
is
as
to
well.
try and
Arch
take
gifting
that
Demon
pressure
1 into the Slug Club.
and presence. Drone's going to be used now.
Now we can fully unlock his potential. Okay, so they push. This is kind of nice. If we look at the minimap, they fully push off the person over towards A. There's now question marks created here and here. Most likely you would think that they would stack 2 here. They decide to play retake and still hold relatively heavy over towards C. The C stack is now turned into a double garage stack, which has completely owned it. You look at EG and how they handled all these fast rounds. They had a lot of A control at the beginning, and now it's just pivoted into, we'll let them have A at the beginning and we just hold garage heavy, and it's working so well. Another really convincing buy round. They had a round before 5 surviving, round now 4 surviving. Like, this is
unstoppable. The form they're kind of in, all the players individually firing off. They have really good ideas. The structure that's behind some of their setups as well. It's always got a backup to it.
But this
yeah, the bait-in was great here.
I mean, I don't think it made sense the way that they
Monkey
were trying to
Meatloaf,
push full people
thanks
around
so
the
much,
map.
dude, for the gifted.
Early
Oh no.
pressure towards C that felt real,
HM,
and, you know, there was a bit of
HFMI,
backing behind it,
fanboy.
but they never
We'll do
had
the short
anybody
version.
deep
Welcome
down
in.
A. They weren't trying to create
Monkey,
pressure
appreciate you.
afterwards. I don't know.
Thank you, dude. I
Overcooked,
got
I
bailed
think,
out
a
with the
little
short
bit.
version.
You think back to how Liquid
Okay,
were able
Liquid
to
go
deal
down
with
to an eco,
on-form
and
EG
let's
eventually
check.
get that across the line.
Boostio,
To me,
1
it was
away.
putting safe in
We've got 2 people
positions
that are
to
kind of
carry.
close
Getting
to these. Let's
aggressive
see who
executes
starts
like
getting
this.
orbs on this. Not saying it's as easy as Fracture, but at least the defuse or something, they can have a potential of this. This is looking like an alright round at the moment, though.
Fault line. Everybody really just
Oh, especially with that.
That spam coming straight through the smoke. Nats is able to collect it still with the crossfire setup onto the rifles. Yampy and Nats are still left alive. They've got to try and stop Demon 1 though. The reposition here is so intelligent. Smoke drop down. He could be anywhere. He leaves Yampy guessing. Where is he pushed for? Crossfire setup. They're trying to re-clear towards spawn. They don't know where he could be. Just misses the timing on that one.
That's great from Yampy though.
Both of them had to clear this one. Space granted to them. Left just down to Ethan. Stun in his face. He's got half on the defuse though. Buys himself some time. 3 seconds until the fault line. Has to take a fight though. Taps it. It's the 3-2-1 swing.
Holy,
It's clean
okay,
from
not
Team
too bad in
Liquid.
the end. It is a nice round.
Invested.
Nice round over towards this. Got a little bit close, for sure. Yampy did really well to actually have the patience.
That's the important point.
Yampy did very good to have the patience.
I'm telling
Nat
you,
as
the
well.
faster rounds from
Just
Liquid,
killing
they
everyone
look
over
better.
towards B and
Because
garage.
what I've been impressed with about Team Liquid is the way that safe entries and the plans that they come up with in the post plan. Not all of this slowly map control, moving around, playing the info game.
Yeah,
I think that's actually
if I'm
where they
fully
feel
honest,
weak.
EG could have played this one a little bit better, but
fully in favour of
we'll
running more
save
fast
it
hits like
for
that.
another day. They've been too good. They're allowed one mistake. What's this? The first mistake in like 17 rounds that we've seen. We'll definitely give them it.
He's got one nano swarm over there. They don't. It doesn't always have to be towards B.
Early A. Do they get the orb as well? Like we said, Ethan was relatively close. One away on this, and just again, just good understanding of how important this buy round is. Going to be using a lot of ults. Speaking of ults, we get over towards garage, we put one down, and we're pivoting over towards B with it. So there's a lot of pressure on Juggernaut for this.
Liquid to go towards B, and they only have to worry about the A connect.
Here it is, yeah. Draft. Into the dash as well, Aftershock deep into the corner. Spam onto the common angle here, just in case there is that refight attempt.
3-person here.
See this, Team Liquid.
Oh.
Save, skip, hop, jump, resetting the aim. Surely Sam, but Yampy covers for him. Okay. Doesn't get dicey, doesn't get dangerous. Boostio flooding back in,
Man,
but
Safe,
no support. It's the more
Safe
left
actually
to play.
has,
Take
out of
the
all the
option
pros I
to
watched,
save this
Safe
now.
has the
Go
most
back away.
mouse
Another
bug,
round
like
win
jumps
for
I've
Team
ever seen.
Liquid.
And another faster
Okay,
round
back
too.
to back,
They
and
instantly took
this
garage control, lockdown, stopped
is
any defenders
pretty
being in the
huge.
C
They won the
connector,
last round, it was
go
a
back,
thrifty. They
pivot
managed to
B,
pick up
plan,
2
fight
gun
A
upgrades.
connector. These are the
And then
rounds
on
where I
this
feel
one,
like Team
5
Liquid showed
person
brilliance.
surviving. So yeah, as we can
These are the
see,
rounds that they need to be pulling
this is
out more and
actually,
more often
this is impressive
if they want
considering
to be
how
evil geniuses.
good the econ was
It
from
has to
EG.
come here on Haven.
Yeah, flawless, okay.
You're right, the faster
Dude,
plays
none of
are
these
now.
rounds have been
God knows for
that
Liquid, they
close.
almost need a
They're
dominant
just
map
very
to
dominant
get the
rounds by
mentality in
whoever's
the right spot,
involved.
because map 3, both teams
MHC
are very good.
MHC
This, in theory, should
1029
be about the weakest that you
with the
get
2
in
months. Appreciate it. Thank you. The jump.
Coverage was there as well, refighting towards the connector.
Yeah, I love the call.
Good calls.
What about Pistol? I mean,
It's
Pistol's the
towards B as
closest
well,
somehow.
and it's where these round wins have been coming from. Potentially because the setup isn't quite, entirely their defensive with EG's utility.
Wait, they managed to squeeze a buy into this? Oh, because of knives. Okay.
The fault line and the dark.
This is a massive round. You're going to see a lot of ults used. Mate, they are just farming
Guys,
this
it's
A
smoke
orb.
and short again.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he was doing that often. Sprayed through.
It's all corn. What's up, dude?
Damage done.
Oh, yeah.
Lighten him up. Yep, Redgar's been caught.
Redgar was getting caught inside that
Yeah,
smoke,
this
but
is
Sean
what
constantly in
happens
the
on
game
Haven
gets
a
that
lot, right? We saw it
And now he just pulls it out
EDG.
again,
Was it EDG?
and they're down. No
Yeah,
smokes.
we saw it in the
So much
EDG
more
game.
difficult for Liquid to
Redgar
hold
had
up.
like 2 fast deaths over towards A. I don't really massively like the defaults when your smoke is going so aggro and it's just like there's nothing too much behind it. I would love for them to get rid of this default.
Here's a rolling thunder though. One left in the chamber here with the blades. Needs to land a shot there. Soulcast was stunned up still. Hits it blind.
Bro, stun buff.
And we can't see a thing.
Dude, everyone's aim when they get stunned is just too good. The composure.
Done by EG. Still spotting it. Fault line used. They know where at least one of the players is, and process of elimination now starting to.
Love the double silent drop over towards Garage. They go for a push here. This is really nice. Probably secured it with that. They're going to get a lot of information. So,
Round to the back rally.
good shot.
That's the spike dropped, so it's going to be called out for.
How do you buff the stun? No, I don't. Chat. Let me quickly. And I don't ever want people to think that I'm on board for the buff of a stun. I'm just saying that when you get stunned, you get like a buff where you're like you concentrate harder because you know you got to hit the fast bullet. So a lot of times you hit the fast bullet. I don't actually want the stun to get buffed. These again are the highest people. They're the best people to make it work once you get stunned. Seeing some kind of stun buff would just ruin the game. It would literally mean that I mean it would just turn into the best agents. Don't actually want to see a stun buff. Please, God no. The only thing I'm kind of on board with is the remove the crosshair. I kind of like that because then it's still a skill thing. That's like the only thing that I would accept. But I'm telling you, any other kind of stun buff where you would ruin the game. Mate, oh man, look at this round. They owned them so heavy. They went for a fast push over towards middle and we swung down middle with the ult involved as well.
Almost like the Fnatic kind of play, where you use your Hunter's
Yeah,
Fury and
it
you
was
have
a little
jet
bit like
push
that.
down mid,
I actually
but
think it was the
traps
Fnatic
everybody
round
in
that they
mid
wanted to
window.
do.
So they have 2 people facing mid, one that's going to
I'm
swing
actually
on
really
contacting
confident it was the
Courage,
Fnatic round.
and then also the Hunter's Fury is the final follow-up. Definitely ways of countering that, but only if you know that it's going to be coming.
Yeah.
It's all corn with the gifted. Thank you so much, bro.
Amazing ult from Com.
Bianchi,
That's another
50.
thing, actually,
Welcome into the Slug
to give
Club.
credit to EG for.
It's all corn.
They
Appreciate
use a
you.
lot of tactics, but they don't copy them, they don't steal them, they invent them. They're, you know, new, different twists on things.
Yeah, innovators. Team Liquid going back to the default, which has been working for them. Fast plays into B. Jumping around with a knife, so safe. Can't quite claim that kill. Boostio looking towards the back across their placement. It's just set up.
He did
almost for the
great,
3
man.
piece, but
He
eventually
brought him
shut
down to 66
Spike
HP as well.
dropped.
He did so good on this.
A lot of map has been
Spike
compromised as that deep look
down.
into C.
Nice
Flash
reaction
play.
from them with their A.
One will fall. This is getting
They're
a bit
looking so
awkward.
good. This is a hard round. What a weird round at the moment. Look at the minimap.
entirely.
Everything flipped.
It's an odd situation. Still eager to take the fight. Ethan is so smart with it.
That's
himself up, just continues
ridiculous
to
as
spam.
well.
Gets the warband kill here. They can hear the plan. They got to know that.
Ofu TV as well. Thank you, Ofu TV, with the Prime 3 months.
That's why
Thank you,
Connor's
thank you.
playing so passive right now and safe. He doesn't know where Nats is.
That flash tells Com that there's nobody playing in the A connector, because otherwise, why would Soulcast be looking for info? So now Com can creep forwards.
And here we go. Right over the top. Soulcast needed to force an early fight here, needed to win it out, but he's been revealed entirely. Nats though, he does win his one, he wins the second one, forces it down,
Oi,
and wins
okay.
it for his team.
Okay, big
That's
step
3
up.
in it, a classic Nats round when his team.
Dude, the money's been so good the whole time that some of these rounds just don't even mean that anyone has to eco. Kind of just getting everyone buying for the whole half here because of how dominant some of these rounds are. This one, closest round pretty much.
Ethan Core just pulling his gun out.
He
after
did
using
fantastic,
beat
yeah.
utility.
Still thought the reaction from
Work there from Nats.
EG was pretty good. Boostio one away. They've been getting this orb over towards A all the time. Is this any different?
A chance to make
No.
this a reasonable half. Dart misses, I believe.
I think it still worked, right?
Through that slight gap.
He goes through the blue top.
It's also a risky spot for Com to play. If they go for any fast garage control, he has to just backpedal and pull the Odin out. But Liquid are heading over towards A.
Tara contact.
No, the turret, I believe, is in B. This is just a double setup.
Yeah, okay. Just off of
Mate,
some sort of cue. but
2 extra
one.
bullets there.
But also, they've
Soul
just got
Cast are
setups
dead.
all over the place, don't they, EG?
including the same Nana Swarm that's down there. There's an alarm bot close to the feet of Boostio, but it won't help him out here. He just needs to land a shot.
Where's the...
Right, he
Oh
will
my
do
god,
just
like
that.
how do they do it,
Ripped
dude?
away.
How are these individuals
Boostio,
getting
he's
2
under
kills on
immense
sight
amounts of
every single
pressure,
time they're
capable of
pushed?
almost anything.
They kind of messed it up with the timing of the stun though, straight up. I don't know if it was a comm diff or what, but as in not the players in communication.
Chaos in the round. That is such a deep position that's being played in the
Speaking of
spawn.
comm, he's literally in spawn.
Because he knows that the TP came through from Red Guy. He knows Red Guy's in heaven.
It's so ridiculous.
They're aware of it. They are certainly aware of it. Red Guy spotted. There it is, cleaned
I mean,
up.
that's a comm diff as well. Double comm
towards
diff.
the other side,
yeah, sure.
and comm has got the read entirely. Yampi with the plan, but it would have to be a 1v5. The reposition into Garage. Can you find a solo player, an opening, a fight to be taken? Popping up. There's the first one. There's a fault line. One flash available. The fuse being stuck by comm. Teammates.
Yeah, what a nightmare. Money, like we said, is always good here, so still get another full buy round. Really impressed. Man, how did he get both of them here?
But it already feels over.
And there's an
The way
ult that he
which
has to
that's
deal
the
with.
second round in a row where Boostio has been able to shut down Safe on the entry. That's a massive problem right now for Liquid. Safe is 3 and 10 on attack side Jet, when normally he takes over games. This is the guy that's been hard carrying Team Liquid at times throughout their run in EMEA, throughout the run to get the trophy.
Yeah.
And he just keeps running into EG players that have got the read, got the angle, and shutting him down.
Which is insane.
Op
You know, we
for
were
Demon.
talking about the Jet head-to-head being
Been relatively quiet on the defense. I mean, hasn't really had
Over
a
the bottom of the
and,
scoreboard.
yeah, over the bottom of the
hasn't really had
scoreboard.
much chance to do too
Safe
much.
As well, the kind of player who
He
shut
had his
down
round in
Red Guy,
garage.
paved the way for his team to get the win. But G jump spot was anticipated to a degree.
It's
but
good
the shot
info from that
goes
now.
wide.
Wait, what is this? They're
Close,
grouping
like,
heavy.
somebody looking
Even
at
with the
that
A info, they
angle.
group heavy?
Just being explored. Smoke dropped. Fakes like somebody could be crossing.
But look, EG don't even use their defensive utility. They don't buy it. They know that Liquid like to fake this map control. So Ethan just uses one flash to re-clear Garage. All right, no one there. And that means you don't have to invest, you know, fault line, aftershock, all of that kind of util dump that defensive teams often would. And Nats is sat here knowing now that he doesn't have presence in Garage anymore.
Shot just missing in between. The adjustment couldn't be there for Demon.
Stun was decent. Overwhelm's good here.
Under attack towards the B side.
Oh my goodness.
Util being used,
Oh my
lining up
god,
these
that's
players.
such a
Connector holding it
crazy
through.
play,
They got the
dude.
rifle in the moment, but
That's
only
so
one
smart.
kill, and
He had
not
so much
aware
money
of
as well, they had a
That is
backup gun
aggression
there.
towards the extremities, straight into the connectors. Team Liquid, they run their way all the way through.
Dude,
Nats
he's
is
unlucky
caught
to not
into
get
mid
more
though.
than that.
Locked down.
He really is.
Eventually going to be destroyed.
And Ethan already knows that this is heading towards A. A 2v2 though.
Safe is really low.
That's very difficult.
Redgar has his Omen flash.
Safe being healed up as well.
Hey,
It's the one
Redgar
advantage that
is miles away.
had. Okay, Redgar, I mean,
This is a little bit dodgy because they're not really playing to delay. Like, they're playing on the site to duel.
Or the kill, damage being done, dodging of the flash. The rifles in their hands as well, definitely doing the
Okay,
most,
nicely
but
done in
well,
the end from the 2 on
Liquid
site. I wasn't
Tame.
fully convinced with this
Looks
one.
like there. Listen, it was scrappy again.
5 on
Labored, but
attack.
they have made this half decent. It's
Yeah,
7
I mean, it's a good
5.
half from EG.
The chance that they can bring it back.
Yeah, definitely. It's competitive, but like I'm saying, I feel like EG is still in control. They are just, you know, in a slim margin by the scoreline, but Liquid are having to do such unusual things in order to get things across the line. You know, you've got Rengar TPing all over the place, pivots from B to A to... Oh, yeah, it's been crazy.
It's been crazy stuff. Well, that's the first
Toucan
half wrapped up as
201
well.
with the Prime.
Down to the
Welcome
best
into
to
the
break
Slug
down
Club,
so
mate. Thank you so much.
Excellent half there, truly, from both teams. It was great to see Liquid really begin
Just
to
trying to
just
jinx
kind
it
of clean
into
things up a little bit. But
reality.
we have to address the comm-sized elephant in the room with our Verizon high-speed moment.
MC, have you
because
got you don't
that
have to
was
say what
one
it
of
is,
the
but have you been told the
craziest
format of
plays
Last Chance
I've ever
qualifying?
seen. That was one of the craziest
Toasty
plays
as
I
well.
think I've
Toasty
ever
with the
seen in
gifted.
my
Thank you so
career.
much, mate.
That was just
Yelnek.
bonkers, man. The
Yelnek,
faces
welcome in.
from all the players
Toasty,
pivoted.
thank you for doing
They
that,
were
mate.
all
First gifted
stunned
from
at
you.
what they were witnessing.
I mean, that last bullet is a fadeaway, too.
I mean, there's no ambiguity about what Ethan had to say after it, but you can see Liquid not being, you know,
What do you
they're
do?
really kind of roll with it. I mean,
What do you do? What do you
After
do?
that, like, there's nothing else to be done there. But
You got
it's
told, but backlash
still
from
a
other regions
tragic
might
loss
lead
of the
them to
pistol.
changing it, so
Again,
who knows?
EG
Okay,
managed
yeah.
to scrape by and maintain that just incredible
But the
pistol
thing is,
round win percentage.
I'm not going to give him flowers on that pistol because Calm had to clutch up big time. Liquid did a lot of things right, but it came down to those moments.
They did, but we find ourselves now in a 7-5 half, and had that not happened,
True.
this could be the opposite side. This could be Liquid having that added momentum right off the rip.
Sedson with the prime as well, bro. Thank you so much, mate.
Maybe even an 8-4 if they
Welcome
are
in
able
as
to
well,
get that pistol
Sedson.
under the belt nice and early. Instead, it is EG finding themselves with the advantage. Granted, this is their side selection.
He
Now
got
they're
the
gonna be looking
Dorgamo.
on this
Yeah, that's
where
actually
Team
kinda
Liquid
sick.
start finding their groove a little bit more, finding a little bit more comfort. But if things like that continue to happen for EG, there's just nothing
If you're the
that TL
Fnatic
can do.
coach,
Yeah, I mean, Team Liquid looks
if you
a lot
win
better
paper
here. They're
action, are
making
you
better
banning
counter moves. They're
Fracture?
kind of reading the map a
So
lot better. You're seeing some of those classic
Fnatic
Nat
think
moments where
that
it
Fracture is
disrespects
their
the
best
utility,
map. I'm
comes in and
pretty
flushes all
sure.
around.
So
right
they'll
now, I think Team
play
Liquid is a little bit
Fracture,
more
I
engaged
reckon.
on Fracture.
Yeah, no,
It's
Sideshow
EG,
pointed
if
out
they do
before,
win
right?
this,
It was great to
and
see that
Fnatic do win
aggression
their
coming
game,
out. The thing that got them
I'm
over the line
most
against
likely thinking it would go to
It was good to
Fracture.
see them really pivot to that here against Evil Geniuses, but now let's see what EG could do as we
But let's
flip
wait for the
sides
game
and send it
starts.
back over to Brennan Sideshow.
And I'd love to see it, honestly. Team Liquid to bring this one to a third map.
Right, where are we at with the pistols?
Map one
What
was
kind of
really
miracle
good
pistol are we
taste
going to
that I
get
was
from
hoping
EG
for
on
with
this
this,
one? Normally have
this
good
kind of level
strats,
match where
and then
here
when
in
the
the
good
bracket,
strats
but
fail, their
maybe they can't
individual
make it,
greatness
even.
just shows up and they
This
get
looks
spamming
like a very
4Ks.
similar pistol.
Flash goes in, hits one with
to
the
what we
smoke,
saw
so they
in
know
the
that one
Sideshow
person's beaten at 4 people here.
How much emphasis being placed
Home
towards
Flash
Team
is
Liquid
great. He
Paranoia.
pushes
It's just
forward. This
running
reaction
straight
was
into it.
incredible from
Ethan.
Ethan. Again, a lot of
He gets
people,
to
when
the
they get
side
flashed by this, will
still.
move backwards. The fact that he
Just
pushed forward is the
barrel
right thing to
through
do.
and
Nicely
disrespect
done.
the players that might have
Instant
been
reaction to go over
holding further
towards
back,
B, and
attack
now
onto
pivoting
it.
towards C.
Now
Nats
seeking to also just try and clear out Nats, but the right click, it blesses him with the one kill.
did fantastic.
Give up on that prospect for trying to remove him from that position, instead just taking the C side, planting towards the back of it.
Com
Was already
did fantastic.
loads
Com has a chance to win this.
away to a
Oh man, he might have owned this.
angle. Surely
Surely
not again.
not.
The Trailblazers
Not a
just
double
clear
pistol from
it.
him.
It's being
Okay.
watched for. Safe holds that angle. It's a flash in the
Okay,
face
okay.
of Demon One. And it's
Right,
well
one
gone
pistol
there.
each.
So,
This is the first time that
pistol
EG
round
have
for
actually
Team
lost
Liquid.
two pistols.
Absolutely major. If
The
Team
problem
Liquid
is now
wanted to halt this momentum that EG
that they always
have
win the
in
second
the
round,
tournament
so
entirely, but also in the
yeah,
match.
let's see how this one goes.
I think this one was a must-win. And they have a very similar setup. 4 players over here, but they choose to fight it even more aggressively. And the key is the paranoia from Redgar, a tool that Jorgamo doesn't have access to on Astra. And it allows them to get extremely aggressive, push up there. And Nats plays his situation hyper intelligently, just realizing
They won first pistol? Yeah, bro, it was the 4K madness on short. Probably the craziest clip we've seen at this LAN, to be honest. In terms of fast pistols, what is it, 13, 16? Can't remember where we're at. I lost count.
Play, try and get the spike down some way or form. It's a fault line, very clear here from Safe. Smoke was propped up in his face. Just needs to make sure that nobody has worked their way past it. But they are quite
Okay, with the
unaware.
eco, they have one more sheriff
Trailblazer being
than the
used
last
to
time they
push
won
back.
this.
Another one player's there. They miss the
Safe
time.
goes
Oh
super
my.
aggro. Oh
Shots
boy,
hitting.
that is some guns to be
Sheriffs.
picked up. Demon on 7 HP though.
Just like that, it's a 3 versus 3.
Yampy doesn't want them to get this gun.
Never know, do you? You just never know. Quick
love this
reload.
map.
Get the bullets back online. Even one low though.
And he's holding that angle, trying to take a long-range fight against Redgar with a Marshall when Demon One's on 7 HP. The confidence is never lacking, but they're heading into both initiators on Team Liquid.
There's a gun here, right? How is this not getting picked up by anyone else? Okay, there we go.
Great, doesn't it? Close to the corner.
Oh boy.
That's broken.
Oh, the walk up.
Watching for the low play. Good
Nicely
anticipation
done
here from Yampy.
from them on
Goal
this. I'm
line.
still a little bit nervous,
Back
but they do get a
once more.
2-person
After
rotate, so it should be pretty good here. Redguard just watching behind.
Steadily creeping ever so closer. Com also taking a lot of damage in this one, so both the EG players are weak.
Okay,
Team
this
Liquid,
actually... What gun does he
They'll
have?
heard
He's
Com
got 30
run away
HP
here, so
though.
Demon One's
Wait,
potentially set up for a kill.
they're trying to noise bait and pull the rotation. This looks like it. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Team 1 finds the first. There are players in front of him into the corner, close. Shots here, fired off. Not enough time.
Just
on the
a classic,
clock, so-
okay.
Ooh, okay.
First, second round that they've ever lost.
It's a little bit all over the place. I mean, I
Yeah.
think
To,
energy levels going into that.
7-7 now,
Expected
right?
Team
Yeah.
Liquid's win, but you just never know with these EG players.
Yeah, there's some big shots. I mean, one of the biggest strengths of EG is their individual aim.
Bro, Boostio looks insane this
And the way that
event.
they've been able to put themselves in spots tactically to maximize that. But yeah, the individual aim stuff you get to see on those rounds where they just have sheriffs on. A reminder, EG have yet to drop a map in this tournament. And this looks like their biggest test to me. Team Liquid's best chance of being able to pick one up is right here on Haven. And they've got to do it for the match's sake.
Judge comes in where there is this garage.
Possibilities
Bit of
there,
pressure
so
over
taking
towards A. Now we group
full
up
hard converting
towards C.
here on out.
I mean, C's relatively
7
weak.
to 7.
When I did the summary,
Here from EG
I was
with
very
some
impressed with a
potential
lot
for
of
fast
Soulcasters
pop into
util. It
the
meant that they
C
could side.
have
have
sailing over
early
the top.
rotates over
Flash
towards
play,
C. This
flash
is a
into the
similar
back on top
round
of it. Nana
where they
Soul's
managed to
laid down
potentially
low,
flood
nobody
this
really
with
but
the
this is
early
clear
dog.
close corner, and the reposition from safe is good, and so is the aim. This guy is crispy, right when his team needed it, jumping right click, come. Oh
Okay,
my.
1v3 for Soulcast.
Finds 3 in that with a flood
Managed to
attempt
bring it
from
into a
the
1v2.
Soulcast with the over-rotation.
Wow.
It's like, where's all the players at?
So
He did a good
sick
job,
that
though,
he got
Soulcast,
that.
getting over there. But now he's going to be stuck in a really tight spot.
Yeah, I love the
think
instant
EG have made
decision
very
making
good
to get
read
out of there
as
as
soon
well.
They identified that Soulcast had popped his way over to C, instantly getting themselves back over here.
He might be here a little bit faster than they expect. I'm not sure.
Still over 15 seconds for Soulcast to get a flash on.
Smoke's gonna go down as well. Yeah, Smoke just went.
Contact
No one's giving him anything though. But if he drops down, takes the Heaven Jewel, it is a 1-on-1 and then a 1-on-1.
for information, a sightline, anything to try and win this round out, but it's so damn hard. Safe position being played by Jorgen. Here's a flash. Drops down.
Okay, nicely
Not
handed
getting
from
baited
Ethan.
by that, is he? Playing the anti-flash, realized it wasn't being popped immediately with the 180 shutdown.
So that's a bonus attempt by Team Liquid, stifled. They'll still have enough money to be able to buy. I like the fact that
Yeah,
we're seeing Safe
they
get
did the
caught
right
by
damage
them.
on this. Wait, what?
Even though
It was
we
Judge
weren't able to
close.
win this
Okay.
round, it looked like we were going to see
Man, that kill was
a
crazy.
complete dominant defensive jet performance from Safe with the Bulldog in hand. Now in round 16, he picks up the Operator. He's got Op and Bladestorm to work with. They're fighting for Demon 1's ult orb here. So
Well,
that
team's not fighting for A main anymore.
EG
Just
jet
most of the
also
majority of the
have
rounds that you've been looking over towards A. I mean, they were at the beginning, but the majority of the rounds, if you're looking at how EG and Liquid were playing it before, is they had the Killjoy starting over towards her. You don't really need to push too aggro. You can create some pressure, but when you got the Killjoy here, you don't need to like take it and then put someone close. It defeats the point. Okay, nicely done from Nuts. Boostio trying to get a lot of map control there.
very good punish. Usually,
Where are we
teams
at in
try
terms
to
of
use
money?
Nanoswarm to break that closer
Because
arm,
they did a lot of
close
damage into this
Nanoswarm on
one.
the other side.
It's just a huge round for everyone involved, so that first kill was actually
Nats is ready.
massive.
You can't get scared of them, right? The more you get scared of EG, the more you allow them to get away with moments like that without swinging, going for the punish. So I appreciate that Nat still has that confidence, even though he got brutalized.
This is the main thing that I've been talking about. The dog every single time is really good. They actually shoot the dog. So when he's over towards here and he does the dog, a lot of times he can clear close, right? These two positions where the X are. The fact that they shoot it is great. To cover it up, they insta flash over the top. The flash didn't hit anyone. I'm surprised that they haven't rotated more with this. Rega decides to leave the site, and we're going to see a 4v4 retake if Com plants. Okay, Com doesn't have Spike. Are they going to... Okay. Ethan, if Ethan gets a kill now after this plant, it's all...
Away from it. Fault line into the side here with a corner safe. Shuts down the jet opposition
5v3
once more.
retake.
Dash into the back of the side, not wasting the time of it as a flash repeat. Ethan is also not able to find too much value. Fight. Beautiful movement from Soulcast.
Okay, nicely
They do just
handled.
face it. Straight down the main.
Really, really good from them.
All the way down that angle. Good game plan from Liquid.
Yeah, I like the call to leave C over here, especially they didn't have the over rotate like I was talking about with the information from the sky. So I like that they just decided to just leave site. It's good.
Safe wins that duel.
That duel at the beginning was really important for me, to be honest with you.
As Demon 1 sneaks his way into an advanced
Some-
position. I feel like for this Team Liquid squad to be getting big wins like this on the board, they need performances from Nats and they need performances from Safe. And that's what started to seriously happen in this defensive.
Bro, give me the sound of that.
We
What's
talked
he
about Safe
saying
being
there?
at the bottom of the scoreboard not too long ago, at the end of the last half. Now he's climbing his way back up. Defense-sided Jet.
Stop and safe from getting value here. It's going to be
Stun, A control. Op is here.
That's what the purpose of it was. So they
Guardian,
get themselves
hero
onto that
gun.
angle, onto that
They're
line.
not going to use their all into the eco though, right? They're not that kind of team.
But Boostio peeks into this, he might be in trouble. No, Safe just gives up the angle, realizing that A-Long was completely compromised. So
Ult used over towards...
the side.
Ult used over towards A site. Take... Man, I can't. I can't. What do we got to retake this? We got nothing. Wait, they played a retake with no ults or anything? Wait, this might...
But no, just wants to follow the Trailblazer in. Aftershock deep into the corner. Cuts it
This
down,
has some
Hunter's
legs. They're using
Fury.
both ults into this now. Damn, this
That's
is turned into a
Juicy to
really
try and
impactful
punish.
round.
Again,
Like,
the attempt
really,
for the
really
retake
impactful
starts
round.
to really get moving and get going. Boostio is going to have to really shut this one down. Just a Stinger, he's low, repositions
He
to
did
the side, but
pretty
eventually
good.
traded.
They still have
There's
breach
still a
damage.
pull.
They still have they still have Astra Suck. Breach damage goes in. No way he can get that kill. Astra Suck as well. Time's pretty low. Damage has been done.
Time.
They have to get onto this right now. The shots are fired. They don't know where Jorgamo is. Here it is.
Oh my god, they win it, dude! And it was like an all-in round, chat. It really was. It really was an all-in round with the double ult. Nice delay on this as well. Good idea with the plant. Maybe Liquid shouldn't have played retake without any ults. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, nice delay on it. Like I said, good plant for short and long. They had Astra Suck. They had breach damage. Ethan did insane to get a kill. Jorgamo obviously in the 1v3 himself did unbelievable.
The rest of EG did a great job in terms of
And the timing here.
And I still like
And the timing here was just a little bit crazy as well, because Nats didn't see him cross over towards the right, so he still thought he was short. As if they installed over towards site. That was incredible. Where are we in terms of money? This was a massive round, so... okay, chat, this one's huge. I know the round before was really huge, but this one's actually just as big, if not bigger.
Oh, spam onto it. Right onto the corner, it's damage. Done.
What is this spam duel going on? Nats low HP, has to get a hill. Garage control. Question marks over towards A. No one's really done any info into it, so they don't know if someone's pushed up close or whatever. They do the smoke to block the vision if he is towards short. And they drone over towards long, right? So that gives them a chance to actually take a timing over towards long. And what is this going to be like from safe? This is going to be weird. I'm so happy he backed off here. Oh, he got info. Yeah, Com was not it.
Worried about being punished with some form of utility. 3 players of Liquid seek to reinforce the defense.
Okay, fake over towards A with 1 and an actual C here. I'm going to keep an eye on Redgar while this goes on. Redgar, smoke in. It's warped 3 pass, and here he's used to smoke over towards that. He actually has no smoke for this hit. He probably needs to flash or just play retake. Does play retake, gets out of there, and that's pretty important because he's the... Wait, is he going to force them all the way down? When does his smoke come up? This is actually really important. Keep an eye on the Comlark.
No one playing close now, a lockdown of their own. They have to try and break this one.
Redgar smokes long. Oh boy. Okay, Yumpy did great to get half.
From the util, timing has been bought, and it comes down to spam. The bullets are landing, raining down onto the mob trap will not save you. Lockdown away.
This is a wild one.
It's down to just this. Soulcast has to do the most. But he's shut down.
Wait, how did Nuts get caught in this?
It is half under the fuse. Their potential is there. Turret's going to be taking contact. Slowing him all the way down.
Okay,
and there it is.
nicely done from Boostio. I do just want to point out the error, at least in my opinion, an error of what Liquid have done here. So, and like this is just like kind of fundamental stuff that I hate to see. For me personally, you don't smoke long where he smoked, right? You don't do this smoke. You want to smoke the spike itself, so when they start going for this spam that you see, this spam fest, you need to be able to duel in front of it, right? So you don't want to do the smoke that's in the choke point, because then you can't see. You want to do the smoke here so that your players can duel in front of it. So while they're spamming, you can just shoot them all. So that for me is a massive misplay on the most important round.
Both initiators committed to faking A. Anyway, what's done is done, and EG have flipped the momentum in this half immediately by winning a Thrifty and
a
then
big old misplay.
eco swing gun round.
I like the fact that Yumpy tried to half it.
Suddenly, Team Liquid are on the back foot again.
It was EG's Omen smoke? It wasn't, right? How sure are you? I'm pretty sure it was... Wait, how sure are you, MC?
Systematically crossing off all of some of the most major IGL
Bro.
players we have in the game.
Oh, you got me with that? EG doesn't have Omen? Oh man, get out of here. Chat, someone, how long can we time him out for? Get out of here. Bro, it's like 4 AM and you're doing stuff like that to me?
But then it was EG that were one step ahead. They had their own lockdown to push it back. It came down to a bit of RNG with the spam down, kind of long angle, but they had util.
For God's sake.
Into their post with the nanoswarms.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean...
That's outrageous.
Love to run those kind of
Bro's just abusing his VIP badge, man. What is this?
The right moments to call them, and they're playing off expectations of the defensive team. When they use stun recon there with 30 seconds left, you expect a commitment behind it. So much of the Sova breach composition is about those 40-second regenerative pieces of utility.
Yeah, really important round. Really, really important round.
I'm into A lobby.
For God's sake, man.
Push past the flank.
Slow and quiet behind the recon. No stun used. Makes it feel like they're saving Ethan's utility to just pop into A,
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
Straight up eco. Safe has his knives.
They've been doing some conditioning where they haven't been playing it up close. The smoke has popped up now, holding that deep flank, but yeah, wide swing, safe with the Blade Storm. It's a fight you do not want to take, so immediately Jorgamo seeks to play his life. Dash
Oi.
forwards here, trying to punish these
Dash
players.
to dodge the
Short
dog.
angle, flash
This
around the
guy's
back
playing
of
a
the
different
side.
game,
Red Guards
man.
inside the smoke, though, still playing this one.
Big
Round we
kill.
go.
Oh,
Soulcast
nice trade,
eventually
nice
traded,
spacing,
but
nice
didn't
reaction
bring
from
down
Demon
Maybe
One. I
could
thought that
be
was
the
great.
difference maker, yet Jorgamo was not cleared out of that position.
Man, why do I
Again,
think
he's
that
got
that round
global
was just
presence
like
and utility. He's playing
literally the
Astra.
game?
Yampy with a ghost. It's a crossfire setup. Graffiti to default. Swing off of it. It's perfect.
Bren, you know what to me is some of the scariest stuff watching this game? EG are taking down the #1 seed from EMEA, while Demon One's not even having a good performance.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's not just that he isn't fragging.
But
like,
I mean, he
he's
doesn't
actually
have to
beating
do
some of
too
these
much, but it's more just like
situations
maybe
that
he's
you
missing
expect
shots that
him to win 9 out
we
of
were
10
doing.
times.
This is a weird time to bring it up,
And
though.
yet
He
EG
actually
are
had a great
still
round here.
winning. That
But it is
should
true in terms of like
strike
fragging, in terms of
fear
numbers,
into the
straight up
hearts of
stat-wise.
everybody
It's
else in this
he's
one.
incredibly quiet.
Because yes, of course, their pistol round and bonus round win rate.
This is the main thing that we've been talking about from EG, though, right? Everyone, and even me included, like we would always talk about Demon One being like a really essential part to the team, and I agree he is. This is the first kind of tournament consistently we've seen them have everyone else standing, like being a massive standout.
Felt like he had to make a play in the moment. Now a Rolling Thunder through the backside of it.
EG, good understanding of how important this round is. A lot of ults into this one. Red Guard did fantastic, though. That's too much. Yeah, especially when you had Yampy here with ult. Oh, man. Man, they played that so individual. That makes me feel ill.
Last one left. They don't know where he is. Could be backside, could be on the flank. You can feel it in the way that everything's just being cleared. Spike drop down in the middle of nowhere. That is
Okay, nicely done from Jorgamo. Feels like another round that Liquid handed to them there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What absolute filth that angle is.
Yeah, that was cool with the smoke though. But
Match point. EG, they 2-0'd foot. 2-0 DRX. Stomped loud.
that's such a nice smoke. Fair play.
No
And the good thing about that is like you see it as you're walking out, right? You see the smoke fast, so then you really think that it's covering this angle, but then there's a little angle on top. Like it works so well with the angle fast. Like you see this. It's like when you see a Sage Wall and you don't realize that there's going to be a gap over towards it if you see this side fast.
This is the
Cool.
new guard, Brett. This is the new guard sweeping away the old crusty people from before.
Definitely not Matador with the 100 bits. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that.
This is an EG squad that, you know, not only are they all
Gonna
popping
steal
off
that smoke?
individually,
Yeah,
but
I
the
think it
idea is
will.
behind
I think
as
it will
we've
work a
mentioned
lot.
over and over and over again. But it's the perfect storm, I feel like, as they've come into this event, because you think back to the Americas playoffs, we've been rehashing this point all the time. They weren't even expecting to make playoffs. It was out of their hands by some sheer chance, by Chosen's knife that boomed some teams. They made playoffs, but they grassed it.
EG top
right?
3, yeah. If
earned
they
their spot to
get
Tokyo
one of
from
these
that.
4
And
rounds.
since then, it's been just a level of
What an
wins
event,
and
man.
vibes, I
They're
feel like, just added on top of already
they're
the
looking
usual good
scary.
ideas, the individual talent. It's
like from
all
the
there,
outside,
perfect
it's looking like an
mixture
EG
to
Fnatic
just
final at the
make
moment.
A statement at Masters Tokyo, one of the biggest events.
We'll
that
see
we've
who
done
can
in
make a lower
recent
bracket
years.
run.
4 opportunities to close this out. And Team Liquid themselves, they don't get rattled too often. Normally, they've got those big personalities on the team that are able to still keep the energy
Okay,
high.
4 chances, like we
People
said, for
Yampy,
EG to secure the
Safe,
top
Red
3.
Guard too. Just keeping that energy up on the squad. Do they have what it takes to be able to pull this one back? It would be ridiculous.
Reclearance and a refight. That's a very wide face by Safe. He does not.
Yeah,
wanna
you would
lose
really
that one.
expect Demon to
Takes out
hit
Calm
this.
nice and early, and he knows now that there's some presence from the EG players. And guess what? What do they choose to do? To contact Reclear of themselves.
He's not going to contact walk, though, right?
Worried about it. There's a timing in between this, but Soulcast is holding that crossfire angle.
Well, at least he's still got the confidence.
Safe on top of it as well. Holding that short
Um,
push. Nats.
Nats, behave yourself.
Hey, what is occurring here? Demon 1 still alive and kicking, but not for much longer. That's Soulcast.
4 chances
over
down
the
to
place
3.
Yeah, that was absolutely bizarre.
Fro's laughing about it now.
Down C and tucked himself into the cubby and was begging to go for a knife kick. And then probably realized, I probably should do
Go for the
that.
knife kill.
Went
Yeah,
with that
probably
down
shouldn't be
to
doing the
12,
knife kill here.
Or 8-12, I suppose, at the time. Good from Team Liquid, though. Safe really turning up in that round to be able to shut down what people were going for over towards
Okay,
A.
well,
The
what
more
are we
they can
at
get
here?
Safe
Redgar has his
activated
ult,
and
Demon
use their
1 has his
utility to
ult.
give
We're
him
1
very
away
good
from
fights,
Com's ult,
the
2
more
away from
chances they've
Boostio's
got
ult.
of getting back in here.
Money
He really is
is...
performing better
Okay,
than
if
Demon 1
Liquid
right
win
now,
this,
and
money's pretty
you
low.
got to grasp that period of form while you can.
Liquid on top of
That's
this,
a
yeah, knowing
punish.
that he's 1 away, nice
They know
spam.
that EG love to play for these orbs. Com was
Yeah,
one
I
away
mean,
from
that
the
is
Hunter's
literally
Fury.
that is how they play. They're an orb ult team.
Those are the moments you need to drag it back, to potentially bring it to OT to stay in this series. Aftershock, he's committed for the turret, removes it, dash forwards with the knives. Demon 1, he's not quite hitting, but he gets the refresher anyway. With Soulcast falling towards the back of the site, any util to set him up.
Whoa.
Jumping, right click, it brings down Yampi, and no one's facing the backside of it. It's
Wait, he
down to
thought it was
Gusset.
done. He thought it was done. He's
Gotta
out.
pick this
He's out
one
of
up.
his chair.
The pieces all over the
He was
place,
out
and
of his
maybe
chair and he
Forge
sprayed the floor.
around win, but he's got to do it against Jorgamo and Boostio.
Okay,
Cosmic
big one on
Defiance
2.
online with the plant. Big ult.
That was incredible.
Maybe enough to seal it. The positioning is all over the place here. Jorgamo not too sure what he's got available with the utility. Doesn't like too many stars.
Double smoke, so he can half
He's not gonna anticipate
and then
he's there.
full if he did it right. But he really wants
On
to
the
get a
spike
kill
at the moment,
fast.
Boostio's still
One
got a
more.
second.
Yeah, and it's just delaying.
The time here is
It's
not
taken
going to
away.
work for Safe.
It feels inevitable. Safe. He's clearing all the usual angles. Has to use the dash just to get on top of it as well. Smokes it. Has to get half. It's the only way he wins this one. Another smoke used as well. And here comes the pressure.
Yeah,
applied.
nicely
The
handled
one
from
and
EG.
done to
Demon
finish
1 managing
it.
to help him
Evil
into the site here.
Geniuses are just not
Top 3
losing
for
maps.
EG confirmed. Top 3. God
This run is
damn.
something different. Something
It keeps on
absolutely
going.
different.
It keeps on
Because
giving.
they're not just beating out teams.